Thank you, Councillor Kavanaugh. Councillor King.
Thank you, Your Worship, and I must agree with what Councillor Kavanaugh said, that we have to really search for substantive, permanent solutions for people. And I want to thank Councillor Carr for her efforts to develop tangible options to transition unsheltered residents from city-operated physical distancing centers to permanent housing. Since April 2020, a total of 5 physical distancing centers have been opened as temporary measures to support efforts to reduce the overall capacity within the single adult shelter system and provide adequate space for users to physical distance and mitigate the spread of COVID-19. The creation of the centers were in response to the unprecedented increase in the numbers of unsheltered individuals and homeless encampments, which increased exponentially across the city. And I know that I saw a tremendous number of encampments in my ward. I'm sure that other councillors saw them as well. Many individuals who normally resided in shelters opted to live on the streets, citing personal safety and fear of exposure to the virus. In response to this emergency, the city worked collectively to develop and implement a strategic action plan to address the immediate short-term needs of unsheltered individuals. As we start to emerge from this emergency, it will be important that the city explore all alternative options and formulate an action plan to ensure that temporary emergency housing at recreation and community centers are ultimately closed with the objective of transitioning unsheltered residents to permanent housing. These series of motions provide staff the direction to do just that, to work on an action plan and develop tangible options to ultimately close these centers to give their occupants the safety and the dignity they deserve. It will be important that we align this plan with the Federal Rapid Housing Initiative, which was part of the motion that I sculpted, to ensure that we utilize this program that's designed to address the urgent housing needs of vulnerable residents through the rapid construction of affordable housing. These motions encourage the enhanced use of this federal program to reduce chronic homelessness and ensure that more Ottawa residents have a place to call home. These motions also ensure that Council monitors and measures progress on a biannual basis to resolutely ascertain how many vulnerable individuals and families are gaining access to affordable, accessible, and supportive homes. It is important the city does all it can to transition as many unsheltered people to permanent housing as quickly as possible to improve the quality of life for those who need it the most. I'd like to once again thank Councillor Carr, as well as the Mayor, Councillor Dudas in her capacity as Chair of the Community Services Committee, for their work and support of these series of complementary motions. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Councillor King.